action.
Yay. I'm Diego, and this is Blue, and today we're going to do brake pads, front brake pads on the Armada.
Like,
I hope that sounds good on camera. So we're going to use this thing to put it on another thing. I don't know how this works, but there's like a rail, I guess, in there. Put this on the rail, and it distributes the force, something like that. But there we go. My brother is doing something very important. Willie, get the jack stands.
Okay. Dad, which one do we use?
this one. I think it's a
Red?
21 millimeter.
Huh?
21 millimeter socket.
They just lay on the floor. If you look under there, I think it's, if my dad would hurry up and come down here,
Oh my god, I'm fucking.
I think it's this thing. Should be. And then you just, yeah, you don't want to, this, I'm pretty sure this is plastic, so that will break. So you just gotta put it lined up here, and then this is when you put the jack stand up. But we're gonna put this up first.
You can see in the camera. Actually, no, put it on the frame.
So then we don't need this then. Thanks, Jan.
I think that's just the running board. So you don't want to pull it on that.
And then you want to make sure it's on the frame, because all this other shit is like plastic and not that sturdy. You just jack it up. And you just need to do it enough till the wheel is off the floor. Take the wheel off. Ooh. Make sure it's in reverse. Yeah, when you do these, usually the bolt falls out of the gun. It doesn't store them like ammo. It's an impact blue.
Also, when you guys do this and have to jack up the car, depends on where you place the jack stand. It might work really good and it might not. Like if you put it right there, it won't work that good.
Yeah, we're taking the tire off first.
You should put it before you get the tire off, but we're like experts. So
Such a baby.
A big baby.
Because if this harbor freight jack gives out and there's no bolt on there or nuts, the whole wheel will just fall down, so this is bad shit breaks.
Fuck, I guess I put it behind it. Yeah, that's good enough. That's gonna work. You got them all off, Louis?
I think so.
Collect them. Make sure we don't lose them.
This one got. Oh wait, that's why.
So then, when you go here, you can obviously just pick it up however you want to, but the easiest way is going here and kind of like holding it up with your legs, pulling it off with your arms. And it comes off easy peasy. And then you just go here and you sit on it.
So for some reason that's like that rim is kind of like frozen on the hub. What I recommend doing is putting one nut kind of loose and then hitting the wheel with your freaking leg. Like Blue's gonna demonstrate on that one over there. Watch.
Okay.
You gotta turn around, then you gotta donkey kick that bitch. Like that. And then you hit it with your purse.
Louis, why do you have a
Hit
hole
it
in your
hard, dude.
sock?
Because I don't have that
Like
many
rubber.
socks.
Yeah, you do that like that. That's good. That's for the car.
Oh, he ain't gonna knock the car over.
Action, son.
So, on most of the cars, there's just this bolt and a bottom bolt holding this part on. So, what you could do is loosen the bottom one and then take off this bolt on the top, and then this whole like piece will open up, revealing the brake pads. And then these are the brake pads we're using, the gold ones. You don't have to get the gold ones, obviously, but we just got them because this is my car and I spent a lot of money on it.
It's not real gold.
Yeah, whatever. Comes with these clips.
If you get the cheaper ones, they usually don't come with the clips. You have to clean and reuse the old ones. But if you get the gold ones, they come with clips. It's a little bit different brake material. But they usually all have a lifetime warranty. Some people don't know that the brakes from AutoZone, the brake pads have a lifetime warranty. So whenever they wear out, you just take them back to AutoZone and give you new ones.
Why didn't we do that?
Yeah, I can help out.
But yeah, these are the brake pads, and there's 4 of them. 2 on top, I think 2 on bottom. Yeah. So when you're nope, not the right size. But when you have like bolts, you want to just get these are the bolts. What are these called?
Sockets.
Sockets. When you get sockets, you want to try them on like with your hand first instead of putting the whole tool, because it's easier and faster. I was supposed to wait for a ratchet.
You try the impact, that might work.
I don't know, whatever you say, boss. So I'm using the small impact, but I think we're supposed to use a ratchet with these, but I'm sure it will be fine. Let me just make sure it's snug on there.
Well, I got ratchet if you need it.
Yeah, never mind. Let's use a ratchet.
Here you go.
Thanks, please.
Yep.
So you get the ratchet. Make sure it's off. And then you make sure it is tight on there because you don't want to strip out the bolt. And then you just gotta knock it loose.
That's how you hold your hand, Diego.
And then once it's loose, yeah, you could just take it out with your hand or just use a gun if it takes too long. But I don't think it'll still take too long. Well, I'm sure we don't need that again, so just leave it there. Now we're just gonna break the bottom one, or break it loose. I mean, you don't want to strip these bolts. Oh, well, that's what I meant by take it up then. That was good. We shouldn't have to take out this. Is it supposed to look like that? It's not right here. These don't look right.
That's fine. Break it loose. Or move it other way.
So
I can't make it
The
look
hose?
more.
this thing, yeah, I guess it's the hose.
Alright guys, so there is like a mixed opinion when it comes to rotors. There's some people that are old school and tell you every time you do brake pads you have to turn the rotors, and then you pretty much get a flat surface. Assuming you have enough meat, like the rotors are thick enough, they want you to turn them so they're flat both the inside and outside. Now there's 2 theories about that. One of them says new brake pads pretty much new rotors if you turn them because they're flat. And usually the people that want you to turn them are the people that sell you the job. So like Pit Boys, AutoZone, shops will tell you, hey, we could turn your rotors for like an extra $20 a rotor. That's easy to do. But in reality, what it does is even though this might have small grooves in it and they're cutting the meat to make it thinner, they're taking off probably like 6 to like a year's worth of braking off of this rotor by cutting it, because they do take off it's a small amount of material, but then again, these don't wear that much. So when they do that, they're taking off material, you end up needing rotors faster. What we used to do at Mercedes, and what I've been doing ever since I left Mercedes, is just do brand new brake pads. Assuming these aren't glazed or horribly worn, I just do new brake pads, leave the rotors right there, I won't turn them, and no issues at all. You're not gonna have issues with it overheating, nothing like that. Of course, if these are like rusted as shit and like can't dissipate the heat, then yeah, they're gonna warp easier. But if it's just regular rotors on your daily car and you replaced them like 3 years ago, and you're just doing brake pads and they're still thick and there's no lip, all you can do is just replace the brake pad. You don't have to turn the rotors every single time. All right, back to you.
We have this. We use this to take off this.
Oh.
And it shouldn't. Oh, that sounds fine. Yeah, that's fine. and it's just the nut or whatever it's called. This should come off, I think. Is there something on the back? Nope. And then we just use this big ass. There we go. So
brakes, whatever.
yeah, so these are obviously very good brakes, but they are slightly worn. As you can tell. Yeah, but these are very worn. This crack, I don't know what that means, but it can't be anything good because as you can see, they look very different. So these are bad. These are getting thrown away.
All the other ones on the inside, pretty sure those are the ones that were really bad. So whenever you were, so these are called floating calipers. The reason they're called that is because when you push the brake fluid, this is the only thing that expands right here. You're expanding this, and once this expands, and then this brake pad gets pushed into the rotor, then because it can't go any further this way, it'll keep expanding and pull this part that way, which pulls this brake pad in on the outside. So this brake pad will hit first, then it pulls this outside one in. So that's why these brake pads on the inside always wear out faster because they're the first one to touch anytime you hit the brakes. So go ahead and pull the inside one off, and you can see how bad that one is.
There's so much shit in my shoe, man. So as you can see, there's literally nothing there. It's like very thin. There literally is nothing there. And as you can see on this brake pad, there's plenty of stuff in between. Like this is the stuff you used to brake, and this is the metal.
That's the brake pad, and this is the backing plate.
So this is the backing plate, and this is the brake pad.
Other way.
Yeah, whatever. This is what you want. This is what you don't want touching your brakes. And as you can see, this is like the only thing touching the brake, and even that was starting to disappear.
What happens if the backing pad's touching the brake?
Bad things, Bluey. That's
Metal on metal.
That's why you don't.
This is what the inside of the brake rotors look like. You should probably get those definitely turned, but because he's driving it, I don't really care.
Yeah, I'm a better driver than that, so
we're gonna go ahead and just replace the brake pads. If you have that bad of damage, you want to either get new rotors. The grooves aren't that bad, so you can actually turn these rotors, but don't do what we're doing. We're just gonna do new brake pads. This is your brake wear sensor. So what this does is it pokes out a little bit further than the metal plate, so that when the brake pad gets worn down to like that point right there, this metal part will start like hitting the brake rotor. So you'll hear that ee that every Ford owner has, or someone with bad brake pads. You start hearing that, but for some reason on ours, that piece broke off. So brake pad was gone. But if you ever have brake pads with this piece on it, the sensor, you want this brake pad on the inside. Like I said, the inside brake pad wears out faster.
Ready? Yeah. Yeah, thanks. So there's these clips right here. Here, kind of the same thing in the bag. So we have to take these off. So you could just hit them and then knock them loose, and they just come out easy like that. There's also these things if you don't want to hit them, they'll peel them out kind of easily, I guess. So it's just those two, I think. And then, Billy, go get me a water brush.
Okay.
And brake cleaner.
Yeah, that thing too.
Okay.
So as you can see, there's a lot of like dust and shrapnel and shit here. Just quickly brush that off because this shit is new, and you don't want to. You want to make sure it looks like gold because that's what we paid for. That's what you paid for. Simple.
He has
Squish
extra
it.
teeth.
Yeah, I do have my wisdom teeth, but this is a wire brush. It literally has wires. Like it's really thick. That's why I use them on metal. You can just kind of file it down, but you're not really filing it down. Then you gotta take the back.
Cleaning off dirty stuff?
Thanks, Blue.
You're welcome.
Clean up all around here because the land's here. Clean up a bit here. Damn. Clean up a bit here. Take all this stuff off. Then I open this up and use a brake cleaner to clean your brakes. Just this part, not the whole rotor.
Yeah.
Here. That was good enough. And then, so how many do we have? So yeah, we have 2 for each side. Why do we have 4 brake pads? But anyways, what is it? So this goes like that. It sits on there, and this would go upside down, sit on there. I think. No, wait, no. It goes like this. This part is gonna hook onto that part. This little piece right here, hook onto that piece, and then the same thing for the bottom part. Yeah, this little piece is gonna hook onto that piece. But first, first you want to use this. Yes.
So this is anti-seize. It's usually used for bolts. I've been using it for the back of brake pads forever, and this is what we used to use at Mercedes for a long time. They do make different stuff that's specifically for brakes. Honestly, if you use this or the other stuff, you're not gonna have any squeals. If you have squeals, it's not usually the pace of something else.
So you just want to get a bit. That green stuff is fine, right? That green random juice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jizz.
Yeah. It's weird, Dad.
Mix around the jizz.
That's weird.
Oh,
Oh, you want that? Oh, I thought it was just something from the, like, because it's old. I thought it was just old. But anyways, you don't want to get too much of this stuff because it gets everywhere really easily. Just get a bit, and then you get your gold plated thing, and then you want to put it on the bottom. So if this is going on the bottom, you want to put it a little bit on the bottom. You're not gonna put too much. Yes, dude. Put it on the bottom like you're painting. You want to get the whole thing. Shit.
Oh.
And get it between the cracks a bit. And then you just put it on the bottom. And you push it down until it clicks into place a bit. It's not going to be an actual clicking, but you get the idea. Oh, I guess there is an actual clicking. But so you just want to make sure you get some of this all over it. But also it like spreads all over the place real easy. So just be careful with it, Just wash your hands after.
Yeah, and then like some dummies like get on your face. So dummies.
Oh my goodness, what happened to you, Blue?
What?
Hey, Dad. I'm still gonna go get in and out.
Ah!
Wait for that.
Alright, that's good enough. So anyways,
How did Marcel get it on him?
we just put this on, and then we put it top way. Ah,
Yeah, so they don't know the brake's gonna get in and out.
yeah, real funny. Ah. And that should be good. That's probably good. So now, before we put in the new ones, we have to push in these old ones. So they make a tool for it apparently, but we just have these big ass pliers. Kid.
That's what you said again.
Thanks, buddy. But yeah, we're gonna use these, and then make sure to use it with the old ones so we don't damage the new ones. Just gonna put it right there. Gonna grab this. Just gonna push it in. And you want to aim for the middle so they don't. Aim for the middle so yeah, they both get pushed in easily. As you can see, that's slowly going in. Extremely slowly. Slower than ever. So this has a little alarm system or whatever sensor. So this is gonna go on the inside and it's go like that, slide in. But first, before we put it in, anything that makes contact like this, because it makes contact with these parts, you just want to put a little bit of grease on there so it slides better.
And it gets everywhere.
And then just a little bit here, and then on both sides. And if it gets on the brake pad, I think all it does is like squeak a bit. So it isn't that bad, but it's just annoying. Like someone I know. Fucking hell. God. You took my rag, Blue. I don't even want it anymore. Then you just push it on here. Man, never mind. So we just get it on the bottom, and it should line up with the top. And yeah, there we go. Don't want to look behind. Shit. Where's it go? Is it? Clearly the top is a problem. So we'll just... Oh, it's right here. Put that there. For the bottom part. That looks right. Oh my goodness. Ah! I'm so lost. Maybe I didn't put this in right.
So a tip, when you go in there, you put in the tongue or that little piece. You put it in there and then you push it down, and then you gotta put it right in the center of here and push that up. Sometimes when these clips come down or off a little bit, it'll be too tight this way to where the brake pad can go in there. So you gotta slide it in, push that down, and then push
Wait,
it.
am I supposed to put some on the back?
Yes.
Ah,
That's why it didn't fit.
Yeah, I would just coat this entire, only the metal part though, not the black part. I mean, I kind of already lost here because it's all covered in stuff, but no, we do what we can. Put the bow first, or the top. Oh, that went way easier. So yeah, we just hold. Well, what holds it in place? We just hope it doesn't fall.
Calibrate eventually. But right now, there's like a little lip on the edge, so it might still fall out. But you try not to like.
Just don't shake it.
Don't shake it.
And then we do it. Wait a minute. What is it? I guess it's not this one because this one has the alert thing. So it would be the bottom one. Yeah. So this is kind of the same thing. Just doesn't have the alert thing. So yeah, we just coat the back, and it doesn't have to be that thick, but just thin enough. Little bit off the sides of the container, and then cover it. Always make sure the brake pad is facing the rotor, obviously. And you just slide it in here. Just hold this bit. Fuck. Shit. How do it?
Going like this at an angle.
Huh?
Going at an angle like that and then pop it in.
How did... Ah, okay. Yep, there we go.
So now's when you're gonna see if that clears these, then you push the piston in far enough. If that piston hits when you bring it up, that means you gotta push those pistons in more.
Mm-hmm. You see, we do that because the brake pads are bigger.
And also you want to squeeze the brake pads a little bit with your hands and then try to slide it in there.
What? Oh, right.
Squeeze these.
How the hell? Oh, yeah, just make sure to bring it in because it's like this thing that pushes it up. Right.
Don't rip the boots.
So we're gonna make shit.
We might need to push them in more.
No, I'll make this work. I can make this work. It's getting everywhere.
All right, push it in more.
Damn it.
So these boots are old and crusty, so I went ahead, we pushed the brakes again so these can come out, and then we sprayed them with a silicone spray so that way we can try to put them in and then they fold it nice and neat.
Now test number 2. Seems a little bit too perfect here. We're gonna have to retry. Yeah.
That back brake pad was off a little bit.
Yeah, my dad put it in there.
Put the bolt in.
That's all the way over there.
I got my control. So pay attention, guys, here. So if this is off a little bit, let it open a little bit. Like that. Hold it. So if this is off a little bit, because this will spin, like let's say it's there and it hits that piece, this bolt won't go in. This flat piece needs to be up against that. Bring it in. Like that. That flat piece needs to be up against that. And then this bolt will go in.
My hero, watch him as he goes.
So tighten down both bolts. You don't want to go crazy on the torque. I think these are like 35 or 40 foot-pounds.
Yeah, this should be good.
So just really snug with that 3H drive ratchet. And that's it, guys. Don't forget to put that hose back on here
17.
with the nut.
Oh
Put
yeah,
that nut back on there.
it's not very important.
And then we're gonna freaking put the wheel back on, and this side should be good. So if your wheel nut
Whoa.
and the cap broke off, let me see a good one. Like this one here. This is a
Oh.
good one.
That's okay.
Yeah, it has a cap on it. This part on the right, and then that's where it screws in. That's solid. Well, if yours broke off, make sure you guys screw them in like this into the rim. So
This part's going in.
this freaking tapered part is into the wheel, not like this, because you're gonna damage your road if you do that. Plus, this tapered part centers the wheel on the hub.
So to put this back on, you can lift it with your legs, same way as we took it off. But you know, obviously, make sure those bolts align with the holes. Probably don't hit the brakes you just changed. So now we just pick it up. Right away. Yeah.
Here's my nuts. Be gentle with them.
So disgusting. Where the fuck did it impact?
Oh no, my virgin ears. These guys said it works. So you guys know.
Such a crybaby, man.
Yeah, just put
Talk about you, by the way, Dad. So then you just
Hey, what I tell you,
I'll push as well.
doesn't make any sense. You're real funny. So then you just. Alright, guys, this is how you do brake pads on the Armada, front brake pads, blah blah blah. Okay, we're done.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, but it's basically the same as this side. Just other side.
He's just saying that he's not gonna actually do the other side.
I'm gonna put it through it 'cause I can't
No,
do
you're
it.
not.